it's Arielle. Welcome back to my YouTube channel. I hope you guys are all doing well. You might notice a decor change and a very echoey room. That is because I'm filming for the first time for my new apartment and I have nothing set up. I have no furniture, so bear with me with the ugly background and like this echoey moment. Welcome to one of the videos that I am most excited to share with you. This is my apartment hunting video. In this video, I visited 8 different apartments and I'm going to share with you guys footage from each visit, the prices, the locations, the space, to give you guys a good idea of what the rental market is in Paris right now. I'm also going to talk a little bit about why I didn't take the places, which will hopefully help you if you yourself are apartment hunting in Paris as well. I really hope you guys enjoyed this video, and the next one that you can look forward to will be my apartment tour. If you guys have any questions, let me know down below, and also below I'm going to link the video to how I found all of these apartments, how I got these visits. That way you have the best strategy for your own apartment hunting. All that being said, let's get into the video. The first apartment I visited was in the 18th arrondissement. Initially, this is where I thought I wanted to be because it's a very lively and poppin' neighborhood. You can see the streets here are very pretty, and this place was great because it was on a very quiet and secluded street, so I knew I wouldn't be bothered by any noise or anything dangerous. A few quick details: this place is 24 meters squared and 810 euros per month. On the positives, the apartment looked very clean, it was freshly painted, but it was super small, it felt like a shoebox. The floors were also really unstable, they like bounced as I walked across, and I was like, isn't this supposed to be wood? So, red flag. The bathroom was also very small, and the kitchen was bad, to say the least. I couldn't see myself cooking or meal prepping here, and that was a big no for me. There was also absolutely no storage space, which would be problematic, and the view was okay, but only one window, so not super luminous. As you can probably tell by the long list of cons, I did not take this apartment. I felt like it was a bit dingy, very poorly made, too small, and way too impractical, especially for the price that they were asking. So yeah, to me, it just wasn't a good deal. Good morning, you guys. We are Friday. It is officially day 4 of apartment hunting. The first thing I did this morning when I woke up is I opened my laptop and I sent off a message to every single ad that I saw posted last night. And lucky enough, one of the apartments that I sent a message to this morning called me within like 30 minutes, was like, hey, I'm doing viewings in an hour. Can you be here? And I was like, yes, I can. So that's where we're going today. Before we head over, let me just tell you a little bit about the apartment. So it is in the 17th arrondissement. The rent is 805 euros and it is 22 meters squared. And it is an agency that posted it, which means that I will have to pay agency fees. And the agency fees for this place are about 350 euros. Hopefully you guys can hear me. It's kind of noisy, but we are on our way to go check out the second apartment in the 17th arrondissement. And this is my outfit. Carrie Bradshaw style. Anyways, let's go. Okay, so I got to the viewing early just to check out the neighborhood, and I don't know if you guys have been to the 17th. This one is by Metro Brochant, but it feels not the safest. I'm not gonna lie. I like got out of the metro and deja there was just a drunk man laying on the exit. So a bit shocking. Oh, I've already been catcalled twice, which is great. Also, this apartment is on the ligne 13, which I used to live in this area, and it's not only kind of far, but it's also a metro that doesn't run often and is always jam-packed. So we're going into this viewing with probably I'm not gonna take it, but let's see. The space on the inside of the apartment was quite luminous. The walls were very freshly painted white. There was some storage space, but not a whole lot. It was okay. There are huge windows which allowed for a lot of natural lighting. The bathroom was redone, which was great, but it's super small, and one thing as well is that the shower is one of those boxed-in showers which gets dirty so fast and is so hard to clean. The kitchen, however, is absolutely stunning, completely renovated, brand new, and separate from the bedroom. It's luminous, and the best part is that there's actually counter space to prepare food on, which is so rare for Paris. We're back. I know I took some clips before I got to the apartment, so I think you maybe understand why I didn't take this apartment, but the area just really did not feel safe to me. It was extremely loud, and even the building itself seemed very old, very noisy, and it just looked like there was a lot of wild tenants running around, like people who are gonna be loud, and I don't know, I felt a lot less secure than I do in my current building, and that is definitely not the goal. I'm also looking for a quiet place. The reason why it's such a bummer is the apartment itself was really, really, really nice. It was spacious, it was luminous, it was what we say in French, côté cour. So the windows were on the interior of the building and not the exterior, which means you don't have all the noisiness of the road. The kitchen was beautiful, like it was absolutely all renovated. The bathroom was stunning. The apartment itself was very nice, but the building was just kind of a mess. It also is just further out than what I want. I want to be able to walk to work in 20 minutes. I want to be able to walk downtown in 30 minutes. There are so many apartments in Paris that I can find that if I keep looking, so I am going to keep looking, obviously. I for sure have one viewing on Wednesday next week, and this is my dream apartment. I saw this and I called the agency 7 times in a row. I left 2 messages. I sent them emails. I was like, if they don't call me back, I am walking to their door and I'm handing them my physical dossier. But they finally did call me back, so I'm really excited for that one. That one is going to be so cool to visit. Hopefully I see you before Wednesday, but if not, then I look forward to taking you to the #1 viewing that I want to go to and I'm the most excited about. Keep your fingers crossed for me, and I'll see you in a few days. Hi you guys, it's Wednesday. We did not have any other visits between this one and the last one. We are officially headed to the viewing that I'm most excited for. This viewing is in the 18th arrondissement. It's just in a really lively neighborhood. The apartment looks really cute and I'm so excited to check it out. I hope this one's the one. I put on a very nice, sophisticated looking outfit today just to give myself the best odds. This is what I'm wearing. We got little shoes and a blazer. Wow, so fancy. But yeah, I hope it goes well, and I will check back in with you guys once it's over. Not gonna lie to you guys, the street outside did not look so great. It was quite busy, dirty, and loud. The inside of the apartment though was very nice, very old Parisian French flooring, and there was a very cute little courtyard. Inside the actual apartment, there was a tiny little entrance with a bit of storage, but really not great. The kitchen was beautiful, but there was no table. It was just a counter and a bar stool, and I really don't like to eat like that because it feels rushed and uncomfortable. The bathroom was a pretty blue, but small, and again, it had that boxed-in, hard to clean, easy to dirty shower, which I don't love. And the bedroom space was okay, but very, very small, as you can see from the video. Even though I had really, really high hopes for this apartment, I didn't end up taking it because it was just way, way too small and there wasn't enough storage space for me. When I was in the kitchen and in the bedroom, I had a really hard time visualizing where I would put all of my stuff, especially in the bedroom because I work from home quite a bit. I would have to have like my desk, my screens, my computer, and then my bed and my clothing and the rest of my belongings, and I just did not see how all of that would fit in the space. Another problem was that the windows were single paned, which not only allows a lot of noise to come through, but in the winter you are jacking up the heat just to stay a little bit warm because it doesn't protect you from the cold air coming in, and it just ends up being so expensive, so I did not love that either. Another final con to this apartment is that there was a lot of water damage, and they were in the process of fixing everything up, but I was just like, man, if there's some water damage after a light rain, like how is this gonna work out for me long term? Hey, welcome to the 4th visit that we are doing in this what seems to be everlasting apartment hunt. The apartment that we're gonna go check out is in the 14th arrondissement. It's 750 euros. It's 19 meters squared, which is definitely on the small side. And it's on the 6th floor with an elevator, which is a pretty good point. That means it'll be bright and sunny and I won't have to climb a million stairs to get up there. So yeah, I'm not so sure this is the arrondissement I want to be in, but I'm willing to check out the apartments and I will check back in with you guys once it's done. I just got to the apartment about 10 minutes early, so I thought I could just, you know, go around and film some clips to show you guys the neighborhood. It seems like a lively, bustling neighborhood, someplace that I would like to be. But I just Googled how far it is from my work and from downtown, and it's like 35 minutes, which is still kind of further than I'd like to be. But yeah, enjoy these clips of the neighborhood. Starting the visit in the kitchen, you can see that it really is quite small. There's not a lot of counter space or storage space for pots, pans, dishes, cleaning supplies, stuff like that. The living space was okay, but similarly very small and had absolutely no storage, so I really had a hard time seeing how I would move all of my belongings into this one tiny room. The bathroom looked recently redone, but also very small, and we have that closed-in shower, which, as you can tell by now, I am not a fan of. This apartment was a pretty easy call for me. There was two main reasons why I didn't take it. The first one being the location. It's in the 14th arrondissement, which is very residential, very family oriented, I would say, but it is quite far from downtown, and I'm young and I'm thriving and I want to live in a place that's popping and a little bit closer to downtown. And I also want to be close to my work. Like, I don't want to spend time commuting in the morning. Then the real deal breaker for me was the fact that it was so small with absolutely no storage space. For 19 meters squared to not have any storage space in either kitchen or in the living space is just so problematic. Like, you have to think of what you have. You have your suitcases, you have your clothing. Okay, those are the basics. But then you have things like books and tech stuff and paperwork and cleaning supplies. Like, where are you going to put your vacuum and your mop? Are you going to put that in your wardrobe with your clothes? Like, probably not. This apartment was just not practical in any way for me. Thank you. Next. Hi guys, we are going to, I think, our 5th or 6th visit. This one I'm kind of excited for. I'm not so sure about the apartment itself, but the location is really amazing. It's in the 10th arrondissement, right by the metro station Bonne Nouvelle. It's right downtown, right where I want to be. The price is pretty good. It's $760. I think it's 22 meters squared. I'm not 100% sold on the pictures that I saw online, but the location is so good. It's honestly right where I want to be, so we're hopeful. Honestly, I am quite nervous at this point that I won't find an apartment anytime soon that meets most of my criteria. I've been on so many visits, I've spent so much time sending messages and calling people and going to visits, and I just really hope that this is the one. But yeah, wish me luck, and I will check back in with you guys right after the visit. The neighborhood for this next apartment was lit. It was right by the station Bonne Nouvelle, so very lively, a very fun and ambiancé neighborhood to live in. I really messed up though and deleted all of the footage from this visit, so the only thing I have to show you is the footage I took from the bathroom. What I can tell you from memory about this place is that it was very small and the kitchen was not in any way finished. It was just like a metal slab with 2 hot plates on it, and I was like, I don't know about this one. This could be a fire hazard. There was, again, no storage, and it was on the 2nd floor and north facing, which means I would get absolutely no sunlight ever. So yeah, the location was great for this one, but the apartment was not. This next viewing, we're back in the 18th. This one is actually the only apartment I visited through a private landlord, and it was completely furnished. It is 20 meters squared and 800 euros a month, which is a bit pricey. In this clip, I wanted to show you the absolute chaotic energy. The streets were super crowded and I felt really overwhelmed, which I didn't like at all. The location of this apartment is also a 5-minute walk from the metro station Barbès-Rochechouart, which is a known dangerous area of Paris. Even though everything looks good, like the buildings and the trees look beautiful, it's just too close to the scary area for me. Despite the small space, the kitchen was brand new and very practical. What I loved was the full-size fridge, which is hella rare, as well as the washing machine. The bedroom was okay, but the furniture kind of sucked and there was absolutely no storage space. The courtyard was a nice green touch though. This was an easy choice for me. While I could really appreciate the beautifully done kitchen, there was no storage space, it was north facing, and the neighborhood was not the greatest. Also, all of the furniture just looked like they kind of took it from grandma's attic, and it just was not in any way practical for what I need. Like I was saying, I work from home, I need a big desk, I have multiple screens. I can't be using this like 1940s wooden desk with a bar stool. I even asked them if I could replace the desk and the chair at my own cost, and they were like, no. So overall, this place was clearly meant for a student, and I just couldn't see myself living my best adult life there. Viewing number 7, we are in the 11th arrondissement, and at this point in my journey, I kind of realized where I wanted to be in the city and that the 18th was maybe not the best arrondissement for me. The 18th is of course very fun, very lively, very vibrant, but I felt like it had a bit too much chaotic energy, too much student energy, and I really wanted to be somewhere that's like, hi, I'm an adult living my classy life in Paris, and to me, that's a bit on the other side of the city, like the 9th, the 10th, the 11th, the 19th, like in that direction. Anyways, this place is 22 meters squared and 847 euros a month, which is so expensive. This apartment was great, probably one of the best ones I visited. Here we have the living space with some storage and windows that are north facing. Then we do a 180 and you walk right into the kitchen, which is spacious, and the window is south facing with a beautiful view. There's a washing machine and lots of counter space, which is really, really great. After this viewing, I was honestly so conflicted. I wasn't 100% convinced by this apartment, but I was like, oh, it's been a couple months. This is the best place I've seen. It's really hard to get other visits. Maybe I should just take it. So ultimately, I actually did end up sending an application for this rental. The reason why I was not convinced by this apartment was that it was very expensive for what it is. It's very small. The storage was really not so great. It's north facing, so not a lot of sunlight. And there's a vis-a-vis, which means I could literally see my neighbors who were like 1 meter away from me. We would see each other all the time. It would be awkward moments, I think. The bathroom was super dingy, very dark, no ventilation, and no window. There were definitely a lot of cons to this apartment. What I did like is the fact that the bedroom and the kitchen were kind of separate. I mean, they were separate by like a curtain and a tiny little hallway, but they were separate regardless. The kitchen also had a window that was south facing, so it had a very beautiful view of the city, lots of natural light, and there was also a ton of counter space, so I could actually do some real cooking here. And the apartment also came with a washing machine, which is super clutch. I mean, regardless of my opinions on this place, I was way too slow to send in my dossier, and so my application just wasn't even accepted. We made it to our final viewing. For this one, we were in the 5th arrondissement of Paris in an 18-meter squared apartment. And I don't remember exactly, but I believe the rent was somewhere between 800 and 850 a month, which for the meter squared and unfurnished is pricey. This is also the only place I visited on Rive Gauche of the Seine, and it's not so much the vibe that I'm looking for. The neighborhood is very beautiful and like, you know, it's old historic Parisian buildings, but the arrondissement itself feels very touristy. Like it's right beside Notre Dame, Ile de la Cité, the Latin Quarter, all of that. So yes, it's very lively, but it's also very touristy and quite expensive as well. I mean, despite the fact that the location wasn't exactly what I was looking for, the apartment is stunning and you will definitely see that in the clips. This apartment was so charming with really beautiful flooring and white walls, which absolutely enhanced the natural light. We're on the 7th floor, so the view is quite breathtaking. The bathroom, on the other hand, is very small and very dark. The kitchen was also small and not at all cook-friendly, but the view from the kitchen kind of made up for it. Even though there were a lot of cons with this apartment, I will say that it was one of those charmingly Parisian places that I've seen, with the wood flooring and the carpets and the colors, the windows with the spectacular view. It really did scream, I am living in Paris. Even if I did kind of like this apartment, I didn't even bother applying. The agency told me right off the bat that only people with French guarantors could be eligible for this apartment, and I don't have French guarantors, so yeah, I was not even considered right from the start. That being said, there was quite a few pros with this apartment. It was on the very top floor, so spectacular view, and you didn't have any sort of vis-a-vis, like you didn't have anything in front of you other than the gorgeous view. That being said, it was super small and absolutely zero storage space, like zero, okay? Again, I just could not see how it would fit myself and my belongings into this tiny, tiny space. And also I could really see myself getting extremely frustrated with the lack of practicality and livability of this apartment. I mean, for starters, the bathroom was super small, super dark, no natural lighting. Like I could see myself getting up in the morning trying to do my makeup for work and being like, I can't see anything. Is this even the right shade? Like, do I look normal? Where am I putting things? Because it's literally just a sink and a toilet. The kitchen as well is just one of those classic little metal kitchenettes. No counter space for cutting anything up, 2 old-fashioned hot plates. Like, living my life wise, this was not for me. Honestly, the natural lighting, the brightness, and the spectacular view really won me over on this one, but long term, I think I really would have struggled with this space. Voila, I hope you guys enjoyed apartment hunting with me in Paris. If you're planning on moving here or renting here, I do think it's pretty useful to see which neighborhoods, which arrondissements are affordable, what size apartment you can get for your budget, stuff like that. So I do hope this was super helpful to you guys, and do let me know down below if you have any questions. After my 8th viewing, I actually found my dream apartment in Paris, which is where I'm filming from now. So yeah, the next video I have for you guys is to show you the best apartment I was able to find across this whole journey. So I can't wait to show you guys that. Thank you so much for watching, and I will see you in the next video.